How you doing, guys? Welcome to Kingdom Teacher. My name is Jos, and today we got another video about question and answers about DTF printing. So I got here a couple of questions that they're completely different from the first that we have discussed in the past on our videos about DTF printing. So I'm just going to start this video also with the same question: what is DTF? So basically, DTF is a new method that has come out to the market. It's called direct transfer film or direct to film. That's the signal DTF, just like DTG is direct to garment. So this method, basically, what you do is print with a certain printers. Not all the printers can work for DTF. You got your printer, you're going to print your design on a special film, transfer film, that is basically looks like this. Okay, so one side is got like a is quoted, the other one is a little bit more shine. So the one is shine is the back, and the way that you know how to print your DTF transfer is when you put a light on it. One side is going to shine and the other one is going to be matte or matte, right? It comes in about A4, similar to this. Also, you got your 11 by 17. And if you can get a transfer roll, maybe you can cut it to the size 13 by 19. That is the most biggest size that you can print on desktop DTF printers. So now that you know what is exactly DTF, now let's go to the new question that I got. If you want to check out the first question that we got and we discussed in this video, click up above and go back to the first video. But this one we're going to discuss different question about it. Okay, so this one is really interesting because I get a lot of these and people don't know which printers can be perfect or convert to DTF printing. So that's the first question in this one. Which printers can be converted to DTF? And I'm going to start with the simple ones. That is the Epson L1800. That is the one that we work with, that one, and one we use that one. Now, we work with that one because Epson continue manufacturing these printers. Even they're not available in the US, but Epson continue just making them, correct? So it's more easy for, at least for us, that we got suppliers to get these printers. Or you can go to the market and see, and you're going to be able to find these printers. Now, another printer that is so popular to do DTF is the Epson P600. Now, what happened with this printer, even is faster, it can print faster than the L1800. This printer has been discontinued by the Epson. So Epson is no longer producing this printer. So for that reason, it's really hard to get printers, this model, to get it somewhere. So if you search, for example, marketplaces, maybe you're going to see, a couple of them, people selling them, but it's going to be pricey. It's going to be really, really pricey. Instead of costing you the price, the retail price that is about $700 or $800, this printer is going to be way above the $1,000. It's going to be maybe like $1,200 or even $1,500. Okay, so you need to think about that. Which printer you're going to to be converting to, or for getting from companies like us or another company that is out there. So I know for sure that we specialize in the L1800, and there's another company out there They specialize in the P600, but I'm for sure once they sell their inventory for P600, for sure they're going to have to start working with the L1800 or do something, because they're not going to be able to get more of this stuff. All right. So apart from the L1800 and the P600, you can for DTF it can be used the Epson P400 and the P800. The thing is that these two is the same as the P600. They are discontinued. It's no longer available in the market just like that, and they're going to cost you really. The cost is going to be really high. But if you can get one of these, you try to use it for DTF, definitely you're going to have a good equipment. Same as the L1800, you're going to have a good equipment. Now, something to point out about these two printers is that the P600 and the other ones use cartridges. So for that reason, you will need to make those cartridges chipless, or to have the cartridge to have a chip that reset, so that you could be able to use more ink and the same cartridges. Okay, versus the L1800 that you got a continuous system that is a bulk system, is a C system, that you got a tank with 6 channels, and anytime you need ink, you just put ink and that's it. You don't have to reset chip or be like, oh, what I'm going to do now if something happened to the chip, and you don't have a spare of cartridge. You're done for that day, because you will need to get the cartridge to work with that. So saying that, that's the different about two. One use more cartridges, the other one, the L1800, is going to be a bulk system. So other printers that I'm going to read from the list that is right here on Acrylic, or better yet, I'm going to show you, because there's a few printers that you can use in Acrylic. This is printers that have been converted in the past to DIY DTG or build DTG. That is also available to do DTF. But the thing is that to be able to do DTF, you need at least 2 channels to do wide. If the printer you try to convert to DTF don't have channels that you can use wide, you're not going to be able to do it. Okay, so basically this is the list. So when you're trying to to set up your printer in Acrylic, you're going to choose from this list over here, and as you can see, there's a few printers, right? So I know that some of you have been asking me for this one here, the 3090 and the 14. Basically you can use it. Also you can use the R230 and 290. You can use the R 1800, 1900, 2000, and all of these, also including the LA800. Let me go down so you can see the rest of the list. Okay, so all these printers are available in Acrylic and you can use them. But again, make sure that if you want to do DTG or even DTF, you need to have at least 2 channels that do white color. All right, so you can see here the P600 somewhere. This is a P680 800. You can see there's a couple of Stylus Pro over here that you can also convert. I know that someone asked me this question about the R3000, and it's here. So if you want to use the R3000, you can use it. Also the generation before that, you can use it. And for the Epson L1800, you're going to choose this one over here. And then from your port, you're going to use your printer and you're going to be good to go. All right, so guys, there you have it. That was the list, that we have available in Acrorib. Acrorib is a software, it's a RIP software that allows you to print colors and white. Now let's jump to the next question: is why to use L1800 versus other printers? So, like I was saying, I discussed this. L1800, it just continue being manufactured by the Epson. The other ones are completely discontinued. That is going to, make them hard to find. And also, if something broken on them, any part is broken, those parts eventually they're going to become more and more difficult to find. Just keep that in mind. But it doesn't matter if you want to use the L1800 or you want to use the P600. You can use those printers to do DTF. Is DTF basically Supacolor? Wow, that's a really cool question. And the answer, you can say that is they are Supacolor basically use the technology for DTF. The thing is that they don't call it DTF; they call it digital transfers. So yeah, but, it's not wrongly to call that. Basically, it's digital transfers. And the Supacolor have been, making good transfer out there for people that want to do brands and everything and all of that. Now we, as a small business or people that do hobby or people, get the opportunity to get a desktop DTF printing. That's a game changer in the market and also for Supacolor. But let me show you. So I'm going to show you a transfer for Supacolor here. Let's do this one. Really nice. You see this one, Supacolor Army. So you see the colors really nice and everything. And if you see the back is the same powder, is the same way you can get it. And this one over here is a sample that we did with the L1800. And if you look on the back, you can see also, right, the powder. So the powder is going to be similar. The difference between these two, this one, the way I feel, this one is 75 microns, so it's going to be more thinner that you can find. This one, I feel in this one more thicker, so I think this one is a higher films. You can hear, you can feel the noise and everything. And also the powder is important because for the DTF that we do in our house, our business, we use a powder and the inks that is for cold peel. Supacolor use a powder and a film that is for hot peel. That means that you press it and you peel right away. With this one, you need to press it, just wait maybe 30 seconds. You touch it, it's cool, and you peel it, all right? So, but yeah, basically, there you got it, guys. So basically, DTF basically is the same technology that Supacolor is using right now. The only thing is that they're using, the big machines and, they got a factory over there. So next question. This one, I received this one so many times. And it's washability. Washability, how many washes can a transfer film the design hold, right? So according to the manufacturers that do the inks can hold 50 plus washes. All right. Now, I know the users on, a couple of Facebook groups that I'm with over there. And also, the community that do DTF that we have been talking about it. There's users that have been testing the DTF 20 plus watches and it's holding. I got another person that have been washing 10 times and is holding. So this means that the printers they're going to hold. It's not like you're going to, press it today and, watch tomorrow, something like that. It's going to come off or it's going to crack. Because as you can see in the videos, and also the DTF technology is really stretchy, so it's different, for completely different from white toner that it can be cracking and all of that stuff. So I'm not going to say any number for the washability for myself because I have not tested yet. And to be, testing this stuff, you need to watch and watch and watch. And, sometimes it can be overwhelming, testing this test, watching and watching. But something I'm going to clarify over there is that every system, doesn't matter if it's DTF, DTG, white toner, sublimation, screen printing, every system, the way that you print, the garment got print, got a specification to watch. So if you don't follow the rule for that, obviously your print is not going to last as long that it's supposed to last. So because everyone say that wash your garment with the design inside out, correct? Wash it instead of hot water, wash it with cold water. Don't tumble dry, hanging and drying and everything. But for sure, people don't follow rules, and that's why they got a design with a really nice shirt with a design, and they wash it, and let's say they use it and wash it, and then that shirt is going to be destroyed, but it's because they're not following the rules. If you take care of your garment, how you wash it, and the people, and stop stretching it and stop, oh, let me get a knife and try to scratch the design. I mean, come on, people. Why a person, a customer, will do that stuff? Why a customer is going to scratch the design or going to try to stretch the design? There's no reason for that. So, next question is how to storage DTF transfers. So that one is really important, guys, because for these type of transfers, right, moist can get into those if you don't storage correctly, and if you leave it on top of the table, it can get moist, it can get awful. And I have someone that write me a message that got moist and it was awful. So that person is dealing with that. So the basic storage and the easy one is this polybag. A polybag that you can put your transfer inside and just keep it tight, closed, that you don't get air. You just put it there. You close it really nice, and you're going to have your design over there without moist, without dirt and anything, and it's going to last, and you're going to storage this. So that's the way to do it, because that way you're going to be protecting not only the film on the design, but also the powder that got on the back. All right. For last question, this one is more personal for Kingdom T-shirt. So it says, do you guys offer financing help? So yes, if you go to our website kingdomtshirt.com, you're going to see that we got financial help for anyone that wants to try to apply to get supplies, the transfer, the inks, the powder, even the system, the DTF printing printer. We got financial available over there. We use a company called Affirm. Affirm is used by big companies like Walmart, so you know that we stand behind a good company. So what you do is once you go over there, you can pre-qualify They're going to have different terms for you guys, you know, like 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. And depending how much you want to make your monthly payment, you can use them. And they're going to let you know if they want to cover you full or half. And then you need to, you know, do something or anything. But you can search, you know, Affirm online. You can go affirm.com, and that's the company. If you need to call them, you can call them and ask any question about, you know, financing through them. And then when you're ready to go, we are there with Affirm in our website. So that's the big difference that many companies out there, they're not offering financing help for anyone, but we do. That's the difference that, you know, get us apart from other small companies, especially for those that say that, oh, Kingdom T-shirt, they're not a company, or Kingdom T-shirt, they don't know how to do their printers, or, you know, a bunch of stuff that we have been receiving, backslashes and, negative comments from some people in Facebook group. But hey, the numbers are there, our website are there. I mean, you cannot get financing company if you're not a real business, and we are. So that's it, guys. You know, if you got any question or other question about DTF, um, you can leave it below, or just send us an email, or just call us to 407-499-0010, and we can answer those questions for you if, right? If we know the answer. If we don't know the answer, we try to, to get support from other users in the community of DTF printing, and try to help you the most possible way we can. All right. So that's it for this video. I hope it's short, but those are the answers that we got for now. When we got different answers, we're going to make another video about it. And, my name is Josh with KingdomT-shirt.com. So see you guys, and stay tuned.